Hey everyone, it's Emre, and welcome back to another Upsonic demo in our agent series. Today, we're taking a look at the sales category agent, a tool designed to identify and extract a company's top-level e-commerce categories directly from its website. In other words, if we give it a brand name like Apple or Samsung in this demo, this agent automatically finds the company's official website, scrapes it, and returns a clean list of all their major shopping departments. It's a great example of combining web intelligence, lightweight scraping, and LLM reasoning to generate structured, business-ready data. Let's take a quick look at how this works under the hood. So now that we have our IDE open, the code lives inside this find sales categories.py file and is divided into clear modular sections. At the top, you'll see that we have a short description showing that it supports both a single and batch company inputs. So then we define a helper function called find company website. This uses another Upsonic agent from find company website module that we did make a demo for, and it takes in a company name, uses the get company candidates tool, and returns the official verified URL. Next, there's the normalized categories helper, which just cleans and standardizes the raw module outputs into a consistent list format, whether the model returns a list, JSON, or a string. Then below is where we get the real workhorse, the extract categories tool. It uses beautiful soup to scan navigation, menus, headers, and category containers across a website. It filters out anything irrelevant like login, about, support, or privacy, leaving only potential product or department names. After that, comes the orchestration layer, the find sales categories function right here. This is where everything ties together. First, it finds the company website, then scrapes the potential category labels, and finally it calls the LLM to refine that list down to the main shopping categories, only returning a clean, structured JSON array. Now that we know how it's built, let's see it in action. So now that we have our terminal up, I'll start by running a simple company example, and we'll use Apple in this case. So the agent first spins up the find company. So essentially the workflow of this agent, once we run the command in the terminal, the agent first spins up the find company website process. It runs several tools like identify possible domains, filters out social media or service pages, and then selects the most confident match. And in this case, it selected below, something's in the way here, below right here, which is the official Apple website. Let's just confirm that by opening it up. So now that we have our terminal open, we will start by running a single company example, and we will use Apple in this case. Let's press enter and run. So the agent first spins up the find company website process. It runs several tool calls to identify possible domains, filters out social media or service pages, and then selects the most confident match. And in this case, it's just going to be the main Apple website. And once that's confirmed, it moves on to the sales category agent, and it fetches the website, scrapes navigation links, and then the LLM refines them into a top-level product categories. But let's walk through the output for Apple, and we get a clear structured JSON list that perfectly mirrors the Apple's main storefront. But let's just confirm that by opening it up, the website. And you can see we have Mac, iPad, iPhone, watch, Vision, AirPods, TV and home, accessories and whatnot. And let's just close that, and that's exactly what we have down below right here. So that's great. That's 10 categories, all cleanly defined, identified in less than a couple seconds of the model runtime. And the result object includes the reasoning and verified website, so we always know where the data came from and why it was selected. But let's try another example. Let's use Samsung. Let's press enter and run. Again, it starts by finding the official domain website, the official domain. Then it scrapes the site, runs the refinement step, and then returns Samsung's main e-commerce section. So we have the website here, but let's just make sure we can match the categories. We have mobile, TV and AV, appliances, computing and displays, audio, wearables, accessories. But let's open it up and make sure it matches. And that's exactly what we have. So mobile, TV and AV, appliances, computing displays, audio, wearables, accessories. So that's great. And again, neatly structured, clean, and instantly usable. Everything happens automatically. No manual URL collection, no scraping scripts, no hand-curated category lists, as you can see from the code above. And that's the power of combining Upsonic's agent orchestration with dynamic web extraction. Intelligent automation, but transparent and auditable. So that's going to be it for the sales category agent, a modular production-ready component that takes any company name and produces a structured view of their e-commerce categories in just seconds. It's a simple but powerful building block for any system doing market analysis, retail intelligence, or competitive mapping. Stay tuned for our next demo as we continue to expand our agent series. And as always, thanks for watching, and let's create together.